A very good day I bid to all of you. Today, I will present my research characterization of urban community exposure to particulates air pollution and their health response in Klang Valley region. Asian residential communities usually crammed from multiple spot pollution sources, leading to high intra-urban pollution variability compared with Western countries. It has become a trend for air sampling using simple small portable rhythm samplers with activity tracking information, like low-cost air sensor as Klang. Hence, this study is important to accurately assess and estimate the human exposure to air pollution variation within communities in Malaysia. This study aimed to characterize the daily activities of the community by assessing the exposures to PM2.5 and PM10 in Klang Valley, Malaysia, and their associated health responses. Next, this was a cross-sectional study involving the urban community in Klang Valley region. The data was collected using a Klang sampler, time activity diary, peak flow meter, and blood pressure monitor. The sampling duration was 48 hours. In this study, 23 respondents have been sampled, the majority were female, Malay, and between 18 to 27 years old. 12 of them were students, 9 were housewives, and 2 office workers. For objective 1, for outdoor exposure, by referring to the MAAQS, 2 of the respondents exceeded the limit for PM2.5 and none of the respondents exceeded the limit for PM10. Those who exceeded the limit were respondent 3 and respondent 8, in which both were students and living near to the main road, which was less than 100 meters from their houses. And for respondent 3, it was observed that there was a construction near the house. For personal exposure, by comparing with WHO 2014 guideline, 3 respondents exceeded the limit for PM2.5 and 1 respondent exceeded the limit for PM10. Those who exceeded the limit were respondent 3, 9, and 23. It had been identified using TAD that the respondent 3 was a student who spent majority of her time doing certain activities. Meanwhile, respondent 9 was a housewife who spent most of her time doing house chores and cooking. And lastly, respondent 23 was a research assistant who was working from home. For objective 2, based on figure 3, majority of the respondents spent most of their time indoor. This was most likely due to the National Recovery Plan due to COVID-19 pandemic during sampling duration, which was from September to December 2021, where few institutions and social sectors were still closed, resulting in online learning and working from home. Figure 4 shows the example of time activity diary for one of the respondents. Respondent 16 was a housewife who spent most of their time doing indoor activities. For objective 3, from table 4, we can see a high correlation between and within PM2.5 and PM10% and outdoor. Similar study by Klang et al. 2007 also showed high correlation between ambient and indoor PM10 levels, with ambient sources as important contributors to indoor PM levels. From table 5, the study also found insignificant correlation between PM and daily activities of the communities. Study by Huang et al. 2017 also reported the insignificant correlation between household activities and exposure to PM. It might be because the influence of factors assessed in this study interacted with one another. For objective 4, no relationship between exposure to PM with respiratory and cardiovascular responses were demonstrated in this study. This proved that for the community in the Klang Valley area, their daily activities did not affect the exposure to PM2.5 and PM10 and did not affect their respiratory and cardiovascular responses as well. A significant study by Huang et al. 2019 also showed insignificant correlation of PM2.5 and cardiovascular diseases. To conclude, this study found that the concentration of personnel and ambient PM2.5 and PM10 of majority of the urban community in Klang Valley region were within acceptable range, and the community exposure to PM was low during the COVID-19 pandemic. Significantly high correlation between personnel and ambient PM indicates that low-cost sensors are practical to determine community exposure to PM, especially for developing countries that usually have limited resources. And with that, I end my presentation with thank you.